trophies.
Okay, so we are in the trophy room of Angie.
This is my...
What do you call this room?
I'd say it's most of my office and then my thinking area when I'm coming up with different ideas and projects. I sit down in the massage chair.
Oh.
And because
It's
we're
the
out...
thinking chair.
Yeah, because we're out of town,
Yeah.
we don't get masseuses here. So the Ogawa sent me this chair and I absolutely love it. Like
Nice.
I'm not BSing anyone, but this is one of the best gifts that I've gotten as an influencer.
Ooh.
So thank you, Ogawa Philippines.
Ogawa, we have some space at the shop if you...
Oh my God, you know, honestly, I computed it. If you were the type of person to get a massage like
Every
3
week?
times a week.
I do that once a week.
Oh, well, once a week. And then if you get obviously the expensive massage, you can recover this in maybe 3 years.
Pwede na.
Yeah, and
Pwede
at
na.
least here, diba, there's moments I fall asleep on it, it's fine.
Yeah,
Like no one's gonna wake you up and kick you out.
Yeah, correct.
Anyway, okay,
trophies.
racing. Yes, racing.
Dami.
These are all actually my international trophies.
Okay.
When I first started racing, I did open wheel racing. Oh, sorry, no. Backtrack. When I got out of high school, my first job was Redline Racing.
Okay.
And I was the race director for Redline Racing. And we were handling Nissan Philippines team.
Okay.
So we had 4 Sentras. I had Joey Almeida, Bobet Policarpio, Oji Mamurek, and Kirk Arambolo as my drivers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so even back then when I was, I think I was just barely 18, 19, I was already like gung-ho, crazy
Racing,
into cars.
So you're into cars ever since?
Yeah,
talaga?
and what made it worse was after high school, I crashed my dad's car.
Okay.
And it
What car was
became
that?
a Subaru Legacy.
Okay.
It became a grad gift
Okay.
because I basically effed it up.
Yeah, oh,
right?
yeah.
And my dad's like, gave it to me. He's like, I suggest you sell it and then buy a cheaper car. And I was hard-headed, like, no, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Painted it, slammed it, all that. And then I met Dennis from Redline, and
Okay.
he was the one who sort of like boosted me into the modification scene by opening catalogs of AMG, Recaro,
okay,
Mugen,
okay.
Spoon, like seeing all the other brands like Cusco, Tayin back
So
then.
that's how everything started.
Everything. It's just like, oh my God, the plethora of parts. And then, di ba? Because back then, uso was the mga Lancer na Super Slam or like the Corollas na, yan, puro cut springs and they're all bouncing. So I started doing basic mga run what you brung races. And then, because I was managing the race team, during downtime when let's say the cars need to be tested or broken in if it's a new engine, I'm the one doing the track time.
Okay.
So there's days I literally spend half a day
just going around.
water
the track.
bottle, headphones, and then just driving slowly around the track.
Okay.
And that sort of like honed me to be connected with the car.
Okay.
And then on the off season for racing, there was the Run What You Brung, which was run by the Ramirez's back then in Subic. And I started joining and I started winning. So sort of like got me into the bite
Racing.
of racing groove, right?
Okay.
And then fast forward, I actually stopped because I went back to school. And then as soon as I started school, that's when we started to get interested in drifting.
Okay.
And then, funny enough, when I started drifting, there was no drifters yet. It was
Yeah.
almost all autocross or slalom.
Okay.
And I specifically told David Feliciano, which is across your shop, I was like, David, I want to go into drifting. I go purely for the art of driving.
Yeah.
Nothing for time, nothing. I go, it's all show.
Yeah.
And back then, it wasn't really understood, diba? So, we were building cars based off autocross and not really drifting.
Correct.
And then finally, the drift bug bit, and then everyone started going to drifting.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you ask all the OGs, I was one of the OG.
Yeah, you had a
founder.
drifting school.
Yeah, no, you were a student.
I joined it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, at a certain point, we actually got so busy teaching every Friday, Saturday. We're just teaching car control, and then showing people now, how to enjoy your car properly.
Correct.
Because diba, most supercar owners that we know will not turn off traction control. Will not risk.
They're not
that.
gonna go all out
Yeah,
and really
and
enjoy the power of the
Sign
car.
naman the potential of the car if you can't really play with it and enjoy what it's meant to do.
Correct.
Diba? Most of the car ads that we see, it's all the cars going sideways.
Yeah, totoo.
Diba?
Sagad talaga.
And then when you do it, pinapagalitan ka ng dealer. Huh? Doesn't make sense. But anyway, so obviously when my dad passed away, I had a chance to sort of revisit my roots in a certain sense. And I first started with Formula 4, believe it or not. Like my first professional race. Because I always used to join amateur races lang eh.
Okay.
Diba? Mga grassroots,
Yeah.
club days. But this one, I had to get the AAP license, I had to get approval, medical certificate, the whole 9 yards.
Be like the proper racer talaga.
And F4 was the first time Formula 4 went to the Philippines and we joined. I sponsored one other driver and I was like, heck, I might as well join, right?
Yeah.
Not expecting to win and I got third place, luckily.
Nice.
So the weather was super horrendous. It was actually raining like closed. Like, so most of the kids, even most of the adults, don't drive in the rain.
Yeah.
And because of drifting, we're so used to
wet
driving in the rain because we love it.
Yeah.
We don't waste tires and all that.
Correct.
So that race, super wet lap, won third place, and I came from like 11th or something.
Galing.
And it's so funny. I was just like, oh my God, in third place. Got lucky. To complete my racing license, I needed to race in an open wheel category again. So you basically needed 2 of the same class. So I flew to China, which was Zhuhai. And then I joined the Formula 3 with Edgen Deliaco. And lucky enough, because I was placed in the older category, because back then, all the drivers were like
Younger.
15, 16, 17.
Okay.
And here I am already like 30s.
Yeah.
So they basically bumped me up to the older crowd where we were only like 5 of us.
Okay.
But still, I was able to beat my other competitors. So I ended up getting second. And then that's actually wrong, but that's Zhuhai also. Third and second for Zhuhai. And then that's when, because I had my racing license already, Mark Sung was like, you know, stop buying Ferraris, let's buy your race car para you're up there in the list of Ferrari. And like, okay, so sure, why not? Bought the 488, went to Japan the first time. And then my first race, I did really good in Japan. This is Fuji.
Okay.
And then I got first place. And then on the second race, I crashed my car, totally wrecked it.
Okay. What car was that?
It was the 488 challenge.
Oh, okay.
And then the next race, we flew to Malaysia, and that's where I got Sepang, which was first place also. But I did get another Sepang, which was Fuji, Mugello, Sepang. There's another Sepang. I don't know where it is. But anyway, Sepang, I got my first place also there. And then when we flew to the World Finals, which was Mugello, that's when I got double first.
Wow.
And that's what sort of cemented me in Ferrari, where they moved me up to the pro category na after. And that's when I started losing because the pro drivers are so good. Yeah, no, they're so good. So the next season with Ferrari, I actually joined the US counterparts. I moved my car from Asia to the US.
Okay.
And I was campaigning for a while because I had a business in the US. So we did 4 races in the US and I'd end up like 5th, 6th, not kulelat, but also not on the top part. So it was a lot of work, and my last race was a complete nightmare. We did Monza, and basically on the first corner, someone crashed into me.
Oh my God.
And then the second race, I was doing well, and then I nudged someone, and then my radiator blew. And I was already gonna get second.
Sayang.
So sayang. And then the third race, before the start grid even happened, someone crashed in front of us. And then it basically hit the wall and bounced off into me.
Oh, fuck.
So I basically crashed also.
Sobrang hassle naman, no?
Yeah,
Like,
so after that...
Monza's really tight, so...
After that, I literally I was like, you know, it's a bitter ending, but I want to give it up for a while because, it was a bit traumatic.
Yeah.
Especially super stressful for my wife, where she sees on the sideline all the commotion, the smoke, red flag, all the ambulances come out.
Nakaka-stress yun.
Oh my God. For sure. Yeah, so I was like, okay.
Pahinga na muna.
Pahinga, parked the car, and then finally we sold the car actually this year, and it went to another race driver in the US. So right now my whole objective is to go back into grassroots, which is why we got into the Miata Cup.
Oh, okay.
So the Miata Cup for me is interesting because I'm used to high-powered cars.
Okay.
But for me to make an underpowered car perform well is difficult because I can't rely on just
power.
Yeah,
it has to be the style and
it's
everything.
technique, diba?
Yeah.
It's actually the least amount of braking, so you don't have to slow the car down, so you
Correct.
don't have to accelerate again.
Okay.
Diba? It's momentum driving,
Correct.
where you're maxing out the capit of the tires versus the power of the car, so
Yeah.
that you're just flowing through the track.
Yeah.
So
And when's that race?
we have 4 races this year. I think the first race will start somewhere in June
June.
this
Okay.
year.
Lapit
Yes.
na.
So that's that side. That's all the Run What You Brung actually. So
Okay.
those are my oldest trophies from Subic. So if you can see, diba? It says November 1998, June 1998, May 1998.
Tagal na, no?
Yeah, and then I did a few autocross also. These are, this was one of the endurance races also. This was the 8 Rs, 3rd place overall, 3rd
Sorry.
place. So, and then a few drifting, yeah. I went champion for some drifting, 3rd place for drifting.
Nice.
So different types of motorsports, different, I guess, principles in terms of grip driving versus drifting versus, well, the next car we're going to show you is my rally car, which I haven't
Okay.
driven. It's basically need to break it in. So
That's very exciting.
yeah, we can move over here. This is actually all car show trophies.
Nice. Well, you're very known for having really extreme cars, so
You know,
Not surprised.
You know, the weird part is I actually hate car shows.
really, why?
I don't like the aesthetic value.
I
I
see.
want I like
Performance.
the usability of the car. And
Yeah.
you know, the first time I started joining shows, and they criticized me for not underwashing the car. I'm
Just use it.
yeah, because it's a road car.
Yeah.
But you know, I played the game, realized now, okay, detail
Sige.
it before,
Yeah.
remove the fender well and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are best in car show, best in show.
Dami. Goes
This
all
is
the way back
actually
to 2013.
windsurfing.
Oh,
I used to be a championship windsurfer also.
okay.
But look at that, 1991,
91.
1993. So when I was younger, windsurfing was my main sport, and then
Okay.
now it's about kiteboarding,
Kiteboarding.
where kiteboarding's way cooler.
Then
So- Well,
windsurfing.
that's a lot of work. It's a lot of physicality, and
Uh-huh.
unlike kiteboarding, where at any age we have 50s who kiteboard, and then we have really young 14-year-olds who
Mm-hmm.
kiteboard. So unlike windsurfing, where you actually need
Certain age.
time and strength,
Yeah,
at a certain age you won't be able to lift anything anymore.
I see.
So yes, that's the. Again, I kept most of the things that look good, and then all of the medals and stuff, I junked it already. And I've never had a chance to do this because normally it's like half is in the car shop,
Yeah.
half is at home, and now I
least now
get
everything's
to
here.
display everything together. And sorry for the mess, but yeah,
Actually,
always
you have
a
a lot
work
of-
in progress.
You have a lot of cool stuff here. You have a sofa. That's a Porsche.
This is cool because we have
Oh.
outlet, USB power,
That is really cool.
diba?
Yeah.
The next version will have working headlights already. And then the fake calipers that you saw will go here.
Oh, okay.
So we bought a
That's
fake
cool.
caliper, we'll mold it
Yeah.
just for the shape, and then we'll stick it on.
Galing. Okay.
Diba? Para at least complete na yung look, diba?
Yeah.
With fake.
This is a 964?
This is a 964, yes. Well, technically it's a long nose, long hood as they call it, because it's the backdated. It's
Okay.
an early 911 look.
Galing. That's really cool. And how much are you selling this?
So if you want imported leather, it's 200,000. This is
Okay.
imported leather. And then if you want local leather, it's 130.
Ooh. Ganda.
Yeah, the imported leather is
It's very nice.
it's the super supple, soft leather. So the local leather doesn't feel as good, but obviously way cheaper.
Yeah. This is really nice.
That's my old race brake from the 488 challenge car. I decided to turn it into
A
a
clock.
clock because sayang, diba?
Yeah, sayang. What engine is that from?
That's a V8 from a 1UZ Toyota. It's a Lexus.
Lexus engine.
Yeah, we blew it up. So
Drifting.
actually, I don't remember. But
So-
yeah, that's the office.
So much fun things here.
And then obviously the display cabinet of toys and
Yeah.
trinkets. These are actually from Ferrari. When you buy a brand new Ferrari, they give you these models. So I've had the 488, the 812,
Oh, you had an
California.
812 pala?
Yeah. Sometimes with Ferrari, you have to play the game to buy different models to get the special
get the
model.
pilote,
yeah.
yeah.
So when When I got the 812, as soon as it came here, I actually sold it.
Okay.
Because the pista was coming.
And that's why I never got to see it.
Yeah, I actually used it. I put only like 200 kilometers on it, and then I sold it.
You sold it?
Because I was like, I'd rather have the pista than the 812 type of thing.
For sure.
These are my dad's models. My dad
Choppers.
liked helicopters. This was our first one. And then this is the one he crashed in. So, in chronological sequence, like this is what he's owned in his life. And that was the last one. That actually lasted with us very long because it was the most durable one. Just had pilot error. There's actually 2 more cars I want to show you, which is in the other garage.
Oh, okay, let's go take a look at that.
We have the Rally Spec Evo and the Baja project that nothing has been done to it because I'm waiting for Riddell. Riddell, if you're watching this, you still owe me my chassis. But yes, we can walk over in case you guys want to see more projects.
More cars.
So when I built this car, I wanted a full spec rally car, like a Group N rally car.
Yeah.
So the roll cage is from Australia. It's running a sequential 4-wheel drive system. It's running an Alpha 2.2 liter engine. I haven't broken it in, but it's running already. We actually just drove around the farm the other day, but my guy's basically doing the finishing touches. So if you look inside, we put the roof scoop, hydraulic handbrake, there's fire extinguisher, there's a jack system. There's supposed to be a spare tire that goes in the middle there.
Full on talaga, no?
And then it's got the cluster with all the kill switch.
Oh, wow. That's that light.
Yes, that light. So this is a 4G63 from Alpha, and we recently upgraded the radiator. And then we just gotta do some break-in procedures. I gotta finish the wiring for everything. But even the shocks are rally spec shocks, long travel with external reservoir. And then, it just needs a tune and an actual track to use it on. So this has been labor of love, work in progress for God knows, I think 3+ years now.
3 years na.
Yeah, you can see the carbon here. Huh?
Yeah.
We just wrapped it. This is ugly
carbon.
color. I actually want to take it out already. It's basically carbon underneath. But because it was the dry carbon, it was
hard to
getting stains.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we wrapped it.
Okay.
But obviously, look how thin this wrap. It's the cheapest wrap we could find.
It's very, very thin. But it doesn't look that bad.
And I put a purple tow hook.
That's cute.
So I'm actually supposed to move this back already into the garage so that I can finish the wiring. It's just that too many wiring jobs waiting for me at the moment.
You have all your cars there are project cars.
Super.
Every single one of them.
Every single car is a project car. So like this, I need a breather.
Oh, okay.
So oil catch can should go here. And then this is the Baja Beetle.
This is really cool.
So I bought this also on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, nice. You bought it as it is? Hindi.
And the guy basically ripped me off because the chassis basically broke when it got here.
Oh.
So it was completely rusted through. Got super angry at the guy.
How much did you get it for though?
180.
180.
And then he gave me back 20. I go, look, I'll charge you for a floor pan and basic labor. I go, it's gonna cost me about 20 grand, which is even super cheap, right?
Yeah.
But I was being nice about it because also I didn't look at it. So kind of my fault. It's undercoating.
That's cool.
So right now I have the new chassis being fabricated, and then we got super long travel suspension. So the guy doing it, because it's his first time, is having a hard time.
Yeah.
But he showed me the front already, it's done. So he's now just working on the rear. What we're basically gonna do is body lift this and then put it on the new chassis.
Okay.
And then just basically junk the whole chassis. And then I have a new engine already, so the gearbox lang we're gonna carry over. And then obviously all the brakes and stuff I'll just buy brand new.
Yeah.
Make it fresh.
That's gonna be wild.
And then again, I have to rewire the whole thing together. I think
Solid.
that's finally all the cars here. So
that's it for today. I mean, for now.
yes, for
I'm
now.
sure after a few months, iba na naman.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like I was mentioning to you, the only cars in my, I guess, dream list to get are the CGT, the F40. But beyond those cars, I actually, I haven't lusted for any other car.
Okay. Okay.
But you know, obviously,
Well,
like,
once you get those two, it's like,
that's the unicorns
That's
of
the unicorn.
everything.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Obviously, I sold my Raptor recently, so
Uh-huh.
I have to get another SUV. So
what are you thinking of?
Well, temporarily, I got LC300,
Okay.
a used one.
It's a temporary.
Temporary.
Okay.
I don't like diesel eh.
I don't like these.
No, I like gas.
Okay.
I'm gonna be gas until they ban gas completely.
Yeah.
Because EVs are not gonna save us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diba?
And
We
there's a
talked about
substitute
it.
for that. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Mining for lithium and cobalt is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
So.
And they don't see it yet, right?
Yeah, and then who recycles batteries here?
No one.
Exactly.
And
So what's
it's
gonna happen
improperly
to
disposed.
all the EV batteries in 5 years are going to be exploding?
Yeah.
So it's just like until we find someone that will actually repurpose that to recycle it or repurpose it to actually another battery,
Put it to good use.
then it makes sense to get into that market.
Yeah. For now.
But till that day, I'm gonna stick to gas until they ban gas completely.
Okay. It's gonna take a while pa, diba? Like, I think they're stopping production 2030.
Europe is 2030.
That's
So
near.
that's near.
8 years from now.
Yeah, that's why. And nowadays, it's so hard to buy a car from Europe because, like, the GT2, the GT3, they only gave me one key.
Yeah, because of the chip
Yeah,
shortage.
and said to follow the other key. I'm like, what happens if I lose this key?
Then you can't drive the car.
That's it. You're done. So yeah, I mean, in terms of my car obsession and where it's headed, yeah. So those two cars are the last on my list, and
Are we gonna see them anytime soon?
you know what? Maybe if the market tanks and the housing crisis blows up in the US, maybe we'll find a lucky unit that's gonna be posted online.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm super happy with the fleet that I'm playing with.
Yeah,
So life's been good.
It has been, and it's so nice that we get to see all of the cars that you have. It's very
Exclusive, only for Archie.
nice. Exclusive for Second Skin. Thank you.
Because he's taking care of my cars.
Yeah.
And
Thank
we
you,
have
thank
more
you.
cars to send. So
Okay, I can't wait for those cars.
yeah,
The Camaro.
The Camaro for sure. I'll send to you.
The McLaren, if ever.
I just need to finish the electrical, but yes, the McLaren, the Camaro, and then maybe later on the F430 if you want to change color.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
Because I actually, I was telling you I wanted white.
You wanted the pearl white,
but
same
when
as
I
your toy car.
yeah, when I made the poll, everyone's like they like the gray.
The
I'm
gray.
like, okay,
Leave it gray.
stick to the gray. So yeah, actually the F430 I went super crazy with Ferrari. And I basically told Ferrari to order me every Scuderia part that they could order.
Oh, so you're gonna... Okay.
So the nice thing with my friendship with Ferrari, the dealer, is there's leeway for me to custom my cars, even though it's not allowed in the Ferrari system.
Okay.
And and I'm doing the carbon plenum intake from the Scuderia, the carbon covers for the engine bay.
Okay.
And then I have the Scuderia track matting already. We ordered the Scuderia door cards.
Yeah.
So everything like Scuderia.
Nice.
Because the car already has the front and rear Scuderia bumper.
Okay.
So I was like, hey.
Sagarin na natin.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Except for the seats. The seats, I went with the Recaro, those new Recaros with all the holes.
Okay.
I
The
forgot
really
what you
light
call
one.
it. Yeah, the really light one with all the holes and vents.
The really thin
and
one. Yeah.
Super expensive. It's like a 6-month waiting period.
Wild.
So I actually ordered it last year, so it should be in production almost this year.
Okay.
So that's the seats, and then carbon everything, Alcantara everything, and then hopefully I can get it out soon because we ordered the parts also a few months ago. So that's it for at least the cars in this side of the world.
Yeah. There's a lot more on the other side of the world.
There's a lot more. Even in LA, there's still a few cars also. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Maybe when we fly to LA, then we get to see them.
I miss traveling for sure. So we're just chilling this year and waiting because obviously everything's sort of coming back to normal.
Yeah.
So
and that's very good to see, diba?
yeah, and I'm super busy. Like beyond the cars, like
just the cars alone, like.
Yeah. Beyond the cars, my main work, we're also rebranding my branches.
Oh.
So this is like new stuff. I haven't announced it, but we're rebranding my VC branches because my brother wants full ownership. So sell him the brand, rebrand, it's easy for me because sort of like media follows me whatever I do anyway.
Yeah.
So easy for me to like, oh, we rebranded.
Yeah.
And show them the changes. So
Okay,
that's something we're
cool.
super busy with this year because it's gonna happen mid-year.
Okay.
So
That's big.
It's big.
That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why like when Joey was asking like, can you travel here? I'm like, I could,
busy.
but I have so many things to do.
So technically I can't.
Yeah, so we ended up canceling the trip so that I can focus because I do have good people to run everything, but obviously it helps if I'm there to
For sure.
oversee
For sure.
and just strategize, diba? I don't do operations anymore, so I help with the overall picture.
I see. Wow, congratulations. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. Diba?
Yes. Exactly. Wala na yung shh.
Wala na.
Wala na. Different brand na yun.
Ano na, sigaw na.
I'm
Sigaw.
giving out the brand to my brother.
Okay.
I love my brother. I don't want to fight him, so
Siya na bahala.
yeah, diba?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have siblings who work in the same company, but
We do, yeah.
yeah, you get to the point where you butt heads.
Yeah.
And diba? My brother's my sort of only family left along with my stepmom. Like, why would I wanna
Bangga pa with
exactly and overwork? It's like,
Yeah.
well, forget it.
So you
It's
get
like,
to focus on other things.
yeah,
then.
it's like you want the brand here, take the brand.
So after you give VC to him, like what are you planning to focus on?
Well, again, we're rebranding our group of hotels, but so during the pandemic we closed how many branches? I basically closed everything, diba? And then right now we reopened 3 properties, and then we're gonna open a 4th one now because of the stage. What are we? Level 1?
I think we're going to 0 soon.
Yeah. So because of that, we're opening another branch,
Okay, that's good.
and actually, we're sort of fine now at that level. Like we're like, we don't want anymore.
Okay.
Parang we found sort of the sweet spot for the team to work at a smaller group, and then sort of economies of scale also that we have enough volume. So we're like,
Parang
okay.
okay na siya.
Yeah. So before pandemic, I had 7 properties that we were operating, and then we ended up closing everything and just reopening 4. And now we're just like, okay, I think we'll stick at 4.
Okay.
And then focus on farming.
Farming.
So
Okay.
that's the whole plan of attack.
I see. So very exciting.
Yes.
Alright, so we saw all your cars, we saw all your projects. We had
Most of my projects.
Most of your projects. We have some sneak peeks on future things that you're gonna do.
Yes.
And we know what you're gonna do about your business. So wow, it's a long day.
Full tour.
It's
It's
a
gonna
full
be
tour.
such a long vlog.
It is gonna be the longest vlog on YouTube.
It's like such a talking vlog.
Thank you, Angie, for having us here, giving us the super exclusive tour, and being with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the exclusive tour in Angie's very beautiful garage and farm. For more videos, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Awesome. Peace.